Hi, welcome to Create Great. I'm Colleen Marie, and here at this channel we create great food following a whole food plant-based diet so we can create great lives for ourselves. Today I'm going to make a cheesy hash brown casserole. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to use is hash browns, frozen, a whole pound. I defrosted them a little bit, just a little, so that I would be able to stir them easily. So that's what's in this bowl, is just the slightly defrosted hash browns. And I'm also going to use Gardein crumbles. So this is not really a whole food plant-based diet, because whole food plant-based calls for little processed foods that have not really been processed, and this has. However, I'm also really working hard to increase my protein because I'm actively lifting weights and I'm actively trying to build muscle. So for me to do that, I have been adding a few more things beyond soy and lentils and black beans. And all foods have protein, but for me to get up to some of my higher numbers, I need to goose it a little bit. So I have been using Gardein from time to time, and I do hear it is a little less processed than a lot of the other mock meats. So if you have an opinion on that, go ahead and leave a note in the comments. So I'm putting the whole Gardein bag in here. Hopefully that'll be a nice ratio of potato to Gardein. I think it's going to be a lot more potato. And I'm also going to put a whole onion. I only had purple onion. You could use a yellow onion. I would normally use a yellow onion, I think, in this, but I didn't have one. So I used a purple onion. I'm not too pressed. And then I'm just going to use the amount of bell pepper that I have, which I just had 3/4 of one, but you could certainly add more bell pepper. And this is a pretty lenient recipe. You could add whatever vegetables suit your fancy. And I'm also going to add a few cloves of garlic. Actually, I don't know if that's enough garlic. I think I need to add a little bit more. This is minced garlic packed in water, which makes it really fast and easy, which I'm a big fan of. So, and before I stir all that around, I'm going to make some cheese sauce. Now I'm going to use Well Your World's cheese sauce from Dylan and Reeves. So Well Your World is a channel that I follow and I really appreciate them a lot, and they've taught me a lot. 100% recommend their channel. And so to make his cheese sauce, it comes in a powder. And I have a cup of water here. So I'm going to put the 1/2 cup of powder in there. And then I also have some miso, about a teaspoon of miso. Maybe that was a little more than a teaspoon. A 1/4 cup of cashews. Gives it the richness and the fat that makes things taste so good. And I'm going to blend this up. Okay, so I did decide to make more cheesy sauce that hopefully I can get open. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's nice and thick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's going to really make it yummers. This is one of my favorite products from Well Your World. This cheese sauce. Whenever I am feeling like, I just want to take a nosedive into some pizza or macaroni and cheese, I make this with some chickpea pasta and eat whatever I want, as much as I want. Though it is a high calorie density food, it's still better than regular mac and cheese or a pizza. And if I'm really trying to stay on top of my game, I'll make some vegetable and eat that and the chickpea pasta with cheesy sauce. Cheesy sauce with a Z. Though I don't know how he spells it, but you know what I'm talking about. It ain't cheese. It ain't cheese. And some people, you know, when there are substitutions, it's not the same. Don't even think it's the same. It is a nice sauce that tastes really good, that functions like cheese sauce. Does it taste like cheese? No, it don't. So let's just not pretend. Okay, this is looking really yummers now. So I'm gonna put it finish stirring this up and put it in the parchment. So here goes. Oh, this is why I love wearing aprons. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, you know, I didn't add salt and pepper. I think the actual garlic and actual onions will do a lot. But I didn't add additional seasonings. I think that'll be okay. I think. That's a nice amount of food for this dish. The parchment keeps it from sticking since I'm not using oil. Okay. All right. So that's what it looks like. Casserole. Maybe I'll put some salt and pepper just on the top. It already has miso, so maybe I'll just do pepper, and people can salt it at their when they go to serve themselves. I find that best. I feel like salt gets lost a lot of times in the baking, and also whole food plant-based way of eating eliminates salt or minimizes it. So a little salt when you go to eat it is one thing, but no need to cook with the salt. So I've already put my oven on 400. I'm gonna stick it in there, and I'm going to do it for 30 minutes. We'll take a look. It will be between 30 and 45 minutes. So we'll start with 30 minutes. Start with 30 minutes. There we go. And we could have snuck a lot more vegetables in there. I was thinking that of putting like frozen roasted peppers and onions. But for now, I just left it the way it was with just the onion and the potatoes and the gardine. So hopefully it's going to be good. Okay, so I just pulled this out of the oven. Looks like that. Oh, cheesy goodness. And I put it in there for 45 minutes. And it's really good. I'm going to taste it here. Hot. That's really good. Now, because I added the more cheesy sauce, it's a little more wet. And I'm glad I didn't add more wet vegetables, like more bell peppers, because it would have made the casserole even more wet. And I could almost even put this casserole in for a few more minutes. But it's really good. I definitely recommend making this, especially for a party. But even for not for a party, I will cut this up and heat it up either in the oven or in the microwave. It'll heat up great. All right, thanks.